Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at the basic interface of Dragon Ball Online. I did cover most of this in the tutorial video, but I didn't feel like I covered enough of it, options menu, talents and things like that, so we'll take another look. I'll start in the top corner here. As you can see, you've got your life points, energy points, very similar to mana. As it depletes, when you use spells and stuff like that, you got to regain it again using potions or food or water, either or. I'm not sure, the icon kind of looked like an onion, so I guess that's food. You've got your level, you've got a couple of things here which I don't actually understand. You've got weight info, armor properties, which are a bit odd. They're like honest, strange, wild, elegant and funny. I'm not actually too sure what that's all about. And very similar thing with the weapon properties. And yeah. So we'll move on to the right side of the screen, which you can see a mini-map in a very similar fashion to World of Warcraft. You can zoom in, zoom out, fairly similar. If you don't want to look at the mini-map, you can click this little icon here, which will minimize it, and there's no real advantage of doing that except for seeing a bit more in the top right hand of the screen. This upside down M, or I guess a W, oh, my bad, is the world map. Obviously you discover it as you go through the game. You can zoom out as far as it goes, which is here. It's a fairly large world as of right now. Lots of things to discover in the Dragon Ball universe. Okay, so as you can see down here in the same vein as well, once again you've got chat and a combat log, which is obviously not active at the moment because I'm not attacking anything. Just above it we have party menus, so we got create party or cancel, and you can hide the options there, but that doesn't seem to work. But that becomes active when you're in a party. The party system I have used is very, very similar to World of Warcraft, like extremely. I guess most MMOs use the same basic party system and chat system obviously, but I mean look at this, it's even the same colour. But obviously it's Dragon Ball Online. How can you not like that? Look how awesome that is. Okay, right, so as I said before, this is where spells will go. So we have our first spell there, which is from our talent tree, which I'll show you in a second. We have loot, which is number 4. You can either right click loot or press number 4, which will automatically pick up any loot around you. Very, very good thing to have. We've got auto attack, which is currently number 3, which can be moved around obviously, but action bars are locked. So it's yeah. And equals is automatically sit down for some reason. I think that regains health and energy. I don't see why it wouldn't. But obviously not at a faster rate of eating food or having potions. But you know, if you don't have either, you might as well just take a seat. Okay, so this is our bags. We currently have one 16 slot one, which we are free to move around the screen however we please. Once you get more bags, you can move them in any fashion you like, and pressing I on the keyboard will open all your bags. Well, obviously we only have one right now. We have a trash, so basically if you were to throw away these 10 healing potions, you just throw them in the trash and that will remove them. Zenny is the currency in the game. That's dropped from NPCs of all kinds, and of course rewarded through quests, and that's used to buy potions, items, anything really. It's just the currency of the game. This package right here is an event item. From what I've discovered from leveling up all the way to level 12, I believe, you get a different one every milestone. So this is level 2, you'll open that and it will give you possibly an item of some sort, which you can wear at level 2. I know that the level 9, I believe it was, wasn't actually a mount, so I got my first mount through that, which is a good system. It keeps players like wanting to build up more so they can go and get their new items and things like that, so it's good. And plus it taught me how to do a mount, because I wouldn't have known otherwise, because it's all in Korean, well, most of it. So that's the bag system. We have a Wagyu machine. I honestly cannot tell you anything about it. I'm so confused. I think it's real money you have to pay, and it gives you certain, there's a type of mount there which has 14 speed, and another type of mount there. But yeah, as I said before, I have absolutely no idea how this works. It's a horrible mess of colours and Korean writing, so yeah, I'm not the most handy person when it comes to helping you out with that. But obviously on dbocom.com they have guides for all this kind of thing, so if you're interested in all this stuff, just read up on there. They normally have very intuitive guides on most of the options. So this is the cash shop. I think it works in a similar vein to the yeah, because the Wagyu Wagyu machine is the bottom option, and this is all the cash shop here, which I believe is bought with real money. That's an assumption. I wouldn't take that into account, but I feel that this currency here is bought with real money. But as I said, that's an assumption, so don't take my word on it. This system, I've seen this, it's very good. I thoroughly like this. This not currently working because I'm level 1, but I mean, what happens is you'll go through the game, and I think it's well, from what I saw, it was 13-minute intervals. You'll gain a point, and that point will turn into, I'm not actually sure. I think it could be one of this currency. I played through all the way to level 10, and I did work it out, but honestly, for the life of me, I can't remember what I used it for. But yeah, it's basically you get rewarded the longer you play, which is a really good system. I'm not entirely sure if it'll disconnect you once you're AFK for a certain time, because that's kind of bad, but it could go on steps or clicking around the screen or something, but it'll be a hard system to crack as a hacker. But obviously I'm sure there is a way already, because those Chinese, Japanese, Korean people they're crazy when it comes to that. Right, so this is our bonus. We currently have a 20% bonus on XP, 20% bonus on Zenny, and a 15% bonus on vehicle speed, and an extra 10% bonus, which I'll show you about in a second, from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock Korean time, I'm assuming. So this is the Scouter. I showed you this in the first tutorial island video. Fairly simple thing, just scouts and tells you the power level of certain NPCs around the area. So this is where the magic happens, the menu. All translated in English, thankfully. We have a pet menu, which is similar to vanity pets in World of Warcraft. You buy them from a pet machine scattered all around the world in certain towns. That's fairly simple. Got a help menu, obviously all in Korean, but as in the same vein as World of Warcraft. Character screen, I guess. I showed you this in the tutorial island video again. Very similar to World of Warcraft. You got strength, dexterity, things like that, all added from items. Got fame, which is honor. I'm not 100% on that one, and crafting, which is obviously like a profession. You get 2 professions, but you have to be level 10, and there's profession trainers in the towns that you'll be in when you get level 10, so it's not too bad. Okay, moving on. Inventory, which is bags we've already looked at. Skills, so this is where talents come into it. It's not really personalized talents, but because each, as you can see, these talents, I think, are like, if you wanted to go down a certain path, if you got a stick, you would go through these talent specs. If you had a sword, you would go through these talent specs, but currently you're martial arts, so every level you gain a skill point, which, as you can see, it says requires level 4 to upgrade. You can upgrade certain spells at certain points. So this spell here is level 2, and once you become level 2, you can just click that plus button and drag the spell like this onto your bar, and there you go, there's the spell. Sometimes they are buffs. This one here is a buff that lasts 20 minutes. I can't tell you what it does. It does something. And there's another buff just around the corner, a couple of levels later. So yeah, very similar to World of Warcraft again. This is basically emotions. Similar to slash commands in World of Warcraft, you have more buttons that you can actually put on your key bindings. So, for example, this one, I'm not too sure what that does. Let's see if we can get this to work. There you go. You do a little punch animation. I don't think you actually punch anything though. It's just an animation. So that's the skills menu. And there's plenty more to mess around with, and I'm not too sure what they do. Right. Quests are fairly complicated. When you have a quest, it's very similar to World of Warcraft. Again, I know I keep referencing this, but it is very, very similar. In the vein that you get a quest and it tells you the rewards, and it will tell you at the side here, just on the right here will come up, and it will tell you the NPC that you have to kill and the amount of NPCs that you have to kill. I'm not too sure if it came up on my tutorial island video, but it may have. So if you saw it there, you know exactly what it looks like. Very similar to World of Warcraft again. But honestly, I could say World of Warcraft, I could say any game really. Any MMO. They're all fairly similar, they all follow a basic concept. Guild, obviously, Guild, not much to say there. There's obviously not in a guild right now, but as you can see, it will tell you the area that people are in, the name of the member, the level, fairly basic stuff. Ranks again, I'm not too sure. I think this is like a similar to a who list of some sort, because you can see like there's level 38s, 41s. We'll tell you the strength, things like that. But as I said before, I don't actually know what this is all about. If you know any Korean, maybe tell me in the comment section below. Feel free, because I'm a bit baffled by that one. Okay, options. This is where it gets pretty cool. So we've obviously got the video options. So I've got it currently on high with everything on because I'm cool like that. Not too much. You've got resolution all there. Don't want to change any of that because it'll mess up the video. Windows mode currently, full screen mode is very similar to Windows mode. Windows mode, yeah, it's the same as WoW. Really, you can just maximize and minimize and make it small or big as you like. But that's Windows mode on any program. Sound options. So obviously, as you can, oh, we have a point. Yeah, so we have 1 point, and the next point will be gained in 14 minutes. No, I was wrong. It's not through that system. Ah, right. Sorry, I'm being an absolute noob and I feel really bad now, but there, as you can see, there's a store here which is where you buy the tokens that you gain from playing time. We currently have 14. We can buy a 16 slot bag at 35. We can buy certain special potions at 4, so I can buy them right now. We have gems and sunglasses and some kind of t-shirt. Sorry for going a bit off subject on that one, but I just thought I'd show you that one. I completely forgot how all that works, and that's kind of really bad of me for doing so, but at least I showed you. Yeah. Anyway, sound options all down because I don't want them flooding out my voice, but obviously that can be turned up. And right, so games. So this is key bindings of the game, all customizable. Got information, which is you can show your scouter, show your aggro, show your name, combat information, on and off. Nothing really to say there. Other interface options really, locking bars, field of view, point, which is the point of how high you play your player. Don't know why you would play that high up, but whatever. Field of view obviously is just zooming in, zooming out, but you can do that with the scroll anyway, so I don't know why that option even exists. Chat options, just chat options tell you which channels you're in, and yeah, stuff like that. Okay, so this is an interesting system I've never seen before. It might be implemented in a couple of other games, but I've personally never seen it. You can either choose a 10% XP bonus or a 10% Zenny bonus, which is the currency on the game, as I said before. Yeah, it's good. Like, say if you wanted to grind a load of Zenny and you're at max level, or nearly max level, and you didn't really feel like having a 10% bonus, put the Zenny bonus on, and you'd gain the 10% bonus from that, and it's interchangeable any time in the game, which is awesome. I really like that system. And yes, so last but not least, we have channel, which is something I can't really explain because I have absolutely no idea what that's all about. If you know, obviously leave a comment section below. We've got log out and exit, and yeah, and that's the interface. Sorry this video was a bit long and ranty and really newbie in the fact that I didn't really know much I kind of forgot it all because I haven't played this game in a while. I really should have brushed up on my knowledge beforehand, but it's too late now. I'll leave my Steam, Twitter name, all that good stuff on the annotation and in the description below this video. And that's it. Any suggestions on what I should do on the Dragon Ball Online franchise, or any private server reviews or other games that you want me to look at, feel free to leave me a comment. I will read it and I'll take into account. That's it, and I'll see you next time.